everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Strike. I'm Johnny Von Hollywood, and joined with me in the booth tonight will be, of course, Mikhail, your Triple F champion. Here on Friday Night Strike, though, we love wrestling. And across the Shock Wrestling universe, that's what we produce here. That's what we talk about here. So, if you could please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, click that notification bell to get all notifications. We post wrestling news and updates in YouTube Shorts all the time, while also posting and hosting Monday Night Call, as well as Friday Night Strike, and a pay-per-view at the end of every month. So please join our multitude of subscribers here in the Shock Wrestling universe. Raven, what the hell are you doing here? You're interrupting the new subscribe promo that I'm supposed to be doing on Friday Night Strike. I'm sick of your whining. That's it, Raven. Tonight, you're going up against Nova.
Folks, you heard it here first. Raven and Nova one-on-one tonight. Folks, it's a new era here on Strike, and I know we like to say that a lot, but today it really is the end of an era, because tonight, the era of Archetimus ends. The biggest disappointment to ever happen in Shock Wrestling. Animus winning the Shock Wrestling Global Championship gets corrected tonight when him and I go one-on-one in the main event. JVH, I have never felt more ready in my life.
Yes, you seemed hyped up tonight, Mikhail. Our main event will be huge. Animus versus Mikhail for the Global Championship. But we have to prepare for our next PLE event here in the Shock Wrestling universe. Dragon Dynasty at the end of this month, where we will have our first ever women's elimination chamber in the Shock Wrestling universe. So tonight, we are kicking off the show with an elimination chamber qualifier. Danielle versus Jen Pickens here on Friday Night Strike to kick off the show, Mikhail.
These are two of our best competitors in the women's division. It will be very interesting to see who makes it through the qualifier and gets themselves a spot in the chamber. I'm very excited to see that women's elimination chamber. First time in Shock Wrestling history we got a women's elimination chamber, and I mean, obviously probably won't be the last, but that's going to be a very exciting, action-packed match, regardless of who makes it in. But right now,
of course, earlier on this week on Monday Night, on Monday Night Call earlier this week, Ashley beat Liliana, a new competitor here in the Shock Wrestling universe, and Ashley advanced to the Elimination Chamber. Now this Elimination Chamber will be for the Women's World Championship, so of course we know Mac Daddy, the Women's World Champion, is already in that Elimination Chamber matchup at Dragon Dynasty. Tonight, will Jen Pickens continue her dominance with the WBWI and beat Danielle, or will Danielle, part of Killa's Profits, will she be able to overpower and overcome? She has beaten these BWI members both before here in the Shock Wrestling universe, Mikhail. Who do you think is going to advance tonight?
I mean, I would really just hate to see the BWI with another championship, so the farther away we can get from that, I think the better. Irish Whip here as Danielle clotheslining Jen Pickens to start off this match in a quick
showing
cover.
Her dominance with that tag team reign. Rolling away from the kick. Oh! Big kick to the back of the head of Jen Pickens here. Now Danielle, of course, has not lost a match here in the Shock Wrestling universe yet.
Undefeated. And I mean, here's the thing about being an undefeated wrestler. I was once the undefeated guy on the show, way back when.
Oh,
and
way back when.
Well, listen, you want to know something? I always say this, it applies to everything. If you played football as a kid and you know it really never worked out for you, it made you a tougher person. I got my ass kicked at football when I was a kid. I'm not afraid of getting my ass kicked. And I feel like that's what those disappointing nights, those losses, that's what it instills in you. That it takes fear away from the competitor, in my opinion. But, you know, it's different for everybody. We certainly have some wrestlers who don't feel lucky enough to get victories.
I'm not, hold on, I'm not too sure I'm following along with your point as Jen goes for the cover here. No, only a 1 count.
I'm just saying.
I'm not following along with your point as Danielle was a former football and soccer player.
Damn.
So, I don't know.
But I'm just saying, like it's like Fight Club. Like, it's not about
leagues.
It's not about winning the fight in Fight Club. It's about, you know, overcoming the fear of putting yourself in that situation. You dig? You get me?
Still not sure I'm following along, audience. Hopefully you guys follow along with Mikhail. If you do, comment down below.
Yeah, who wants to join my
Maybe
Fight
in
Club?
the live chat. I guess that's what he's trying to say.
And
Jen Pickens going for a stomp on Danielle here tonight.
Further on that point, I think tonight is the night where Animus Archetimus joins that club.
Okay. We need to stop with whatever the point is trying to be, Mikhail. There is a point I can make, though, that Danielle has the opportunity here to join Ashley in the Elimination Chamber. Now, Danielle, of course, joined Killa's Profits from, you know, slight anger that Ashley decided to join Ace over on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And, of course, become the reigning women's world champion for a while over on Monday Night Raw, not bringing the belt over to Strike. But listen, if Danielle gets the opportunity here and wins this match, she'll be able to face Ashley in that Elimination Chamber at some point, I'm sure. Taking down Jen Pickens now.
Power slam
Jen
there.
Pickens, of course, wants the total dominance of the WBWI across the Shock Wrestling universe. I'm sick of them.
They're halfway there. But I'm sick of them as well. I think we need more tag teams in the women's division. I think we need somebody to come and take these belts off the hands of the British.
Look at this.
Soon. And it can't be Clone 99 and Clone 66.
Spear into the corner by Danielle.
Belly to belly.
Jen rolling around. Oh!
Big splash.
Danielle with the big splash into a cover here tonight. 1,
2.
Kick out, though, by Jen. Not allowing it to happen.
I think we got a new look for Iron Maiden there. I only noticed in the background, but Iron Maiden looks like she's got a new mask, or is that her face?
That's what she wore on Tidal Wave. She wore the mummy costume.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, the WBWI defended their Women's World Championship Tag Team titles against Bluebird and Sunflower, Floral Flight at Tidal Wave. The only tag team they had not beaten, they were able to accomplish it. Jen Pickens taking Danielle down. Will Jen Pickens make history here tonight and be the first competitor to beat Danielle?
That would be very
Throwing
interesting.
her over the ropes.
Oh, Irish whip to the outside there. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't think it looks that good for Jen Pickens at this point. I think that there's a lot on the line here, and I think that the pressure might end up getting to Jen. But, hey man, stranger things have happened in Shock Wrestling. Archetimus is our world champion for now, but it's weird, crazy, psycho backwards times here on Strike. So, I'm not too sure of anything anymore.
Listen, I'm sure you have the rest of the night to complain and explain Archetimus. But right now, Danielle is fighting for the chance to be in the Women's Elimination Chamber.
He's the
Throwing
David
Jen
Arquette
Pickens into the ring.
of Shock Wrestling. Animus.
Danielle setting up here. Spear! Jen Pickens taking her down. Celebrating Rosemary's Baby and Killa are so proud of
1,
Danielle tonight.
2,
cover.
3, that's
done.
it. Danielle has qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber. What a victory, folks.
It's going to be a huge matchup at Dragon Dynasty, McKill. I can't wait to see some of the new competitors around Shock Wrestling's women's division get the opportunity and the chance to make it into the Elimination Chamber. But so far, of course, the champ, Mac Daddy, Ashley, former world champion, and Danielle are currently in the Women's Elimination Chamber this September 29th at Dragon Dynasty live on Shockwave Sports. But we are moving on here tonight on Friday Night Strike. It's time for the Click versus the Jobbers Union.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes.
Now, your Click has taken a bit of a hit, I'd say, as Nye has officially left the Click and joined Monday Night Raw.
What do you mean? We got a new guy. We got Green Kane.
Here have he is. Green Kane, that's right, with Ramon and Bad Habit. The Click with Bad Habit.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. I appreciate that the Click doesn't fully accept
Bad Habit.
Possibly somebody who's evil.
Yeah, the evil drug dealer, Bad Habit. Look at Green Kane, man.
Last week, Mikhail, why don't you tell the folks about your big announcement last week on the trade deadline of Friday Night Strike?
The big announcement was the Big Green Machine, Green Kane. He's our new member of the Click. You know, of course, the legendary wrestling rumor that Kane was going to turn green when he partnered with X-Pac. He did, and now he's part of the Click. And Ramon paying homage to Red Kane's former tag team partner, Mankind. I think with that attire, kind of giving me vibes of Evil Uno over on AEW's current attire. That's also a bit of an homage to Mankind.
I believe you compared Evil Uno to Ramon before in ShockWrestling.
Before the tie? He's kind of.
I believe so. As the official Jobbers Union makes their way down, as you can see here tonight, it is the Frogman.
What's the ladder for?
It's Extreme Rules.
Oh.
So it's probably a ladder match.
Interesting. I wonder what they will be climbing the ladder to grab. Look at this. I was a fan of Echo.
As the Echo makes his way down with the Frogman. Now, as you can see, they're down a man, Mikhail.
Yeah, they are. They are missing Andre.
There is a new Jobbers Union member I heard across the ShockWrestling universe, officially knighted as part of Animus's Jobbers Union.
And who would that be?
They're all wearing the Animus gear. Last week, we of course saw Andre kick off Friday Night Strike with major lore dumping, explaining to all of us what had happened across the past the whole year in ShockWrestling.
Dude, all the clips and shots I'm getting of Frogman's taint, I can't even listen to.
As your newest official member of the Jobbers Union, aligning himself with Animus.
Who the fuck is
Here
this?
he is. You've seen him before. You've heard him before. It's time for the MP4 kid to reveal himself tonight.
The Sega
completely
CDI
aligning
kid.
With Andre's prophecy of Animus being the global superstar that he now is.
Wow. What a crew of
looking good.
What a crew of wrestlers Animus has here. What is his shirt just says
not to
the
make
worst.
it weird. Never seen I almost called him Animus. The Animus shirts starting to confuse me. I'm gonna start calling all of our competitors here on Strike Animus. It will be over soon. Thank you, lady in the crowd.
As will Archetimus's title reign. Folks, stay tuned later tonight.
Okay, I feel like because it only took place in our Discord kayfabe channel.
Let me explain.
You can join down below. Go ahead.
Let me explain.
You're allowed now.
Folks, if you're fans of wrestling, you may recall a specific instance in WCW where, to promote the film Ready to Rumble, Hollywood actor David Arquette won the WCW World Championship. And it's, kind of gone down as one of those all-time, disgraceful wrestling moments. People say it killed the company. And I can't help but see how many similarities there are to the Animus situation.
That did not kill the company.
Well,
is
that's
what I gotta point out. But
listen,
I watched the documentary.
That's what they say.
Right,
That's what they say. And I know you and I love Ready to Rumble, and we don't want to admit that, something bad came out of the movie Ready to Rumble. But,
Spear! Ramon taking down Echo!
1, 2, no.
Oh. Damn it. That was awesome.
Tag team wrestling.
Never seen Green Kane in a tag team matchup before.
I mean, he's been in tag teams with X-Pac and Mankind.
Yeah, but listen, I watched through the story arc. Never once did Kane wear green, nor did X-Pac wear his red while he was with Kane.
Which is weird because X-Pac did have red gear.
He had red gear. No, here's what's weird. We watched this, Mikhail.
Yeah.
Before and after his friendship with Kane wearing the red gear. During wearing the green gear.
Yeah, to be like, I'm part of DX and you're not. What a dick, right?
But his red gear said DX on it.
Oh! Green Kane bringing the power early on. No. All right, well, we'll get him next time. Green
come on.
fucking
You
Kane,
can't give up
dude.
on Green Kane this
I'm not
easily
giving him up.
tonight, Mikhail.
Giving up on him. Dude, I can't wait.
Giving him up? I'll never give you.
I can't wait till Green Kane gets in there with the YT to MP3 kid.
It took me a second, but I'll give you that one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
As Echo kicks Kane. Does that little backflip splash in the ring.
Stupid fucking little backflip thing he does. What is Echo named after? Echo the Dolphin?
Oh!
Covered
one!
Oh.
The short
You
film
thought.
on Andrew P. Roberts' channel.
Oh, I thought they were Echo the Dolphin and the Sega CDI kid. I figured that it was like they're like some like retro video game nerds or something. And then Frogman, I don't know if he's like from like a stupid video game.
PCX2 kid.
Irish
Throwing
looking
Green Kane into the corner. You don't have to call him Green Kane ever.
Why? I have to.
I understand you like promoting the brand.
What do you want me to call him? He's not Kane.
You could just call him Kane.
No, it's not.
I mean, his name's Kane.
Glenn Jacobs is not in the clip.
Name Kane. That's not Glenn Jacobs.
I know. He's not.
We never once said that.
I'm distinguishing that it's not
Ramon.
him.
Why don't we call Ramon Green Ramon?
Because there is another wrestler named Kane, and we had a match where there was a yellow Kane and a blue Kane.
There's another wrestler named Ramon!
His name is Razor Ramon. There's another wrestler named the fucking Raven. And the Butcher.
Ace.
Yeah, I mean...
You know what there isn't another wrestler named?
Mikhail Ice Cold 3000.
Johnny Von Hollywood, baby!
We both said ourselves. Hell yeah.
Ramon taking down MP4 Kid, tagging in Echo now.
Dude, even Ace. Hiroshi Tanahashi. We're going to be in Japan in a couple weeks. What's Ace going to do then?
Fight for the name?
Yeah.
Oh!
Against Tanahashi? Cover.
One! No, audience. That's not confirmed. Don't get your hopes up. Ace is not fighting Tanahashi.
Dude, Ace versus Ace, that would be a quick match, I think, maybe.
Big kick there by Echo, taking down Ramon. Echo's got some skill. Ace is fighting Jab. That is a confirmed matchup.
At what? Where? The airport?
At Dragon Dynasty.
Oh, okay.
What we were just talking about.
I need a clarification.
No, I just got a text that Ace and Jab are fighting out back. Yeah.
Right now, yeah. Why is Ace here? It's Strike.
Said he's not going to record on Fridays, but he can fight Jab in the parking lot, I guess, over a bucket of popcorn.
Folks, only here on
Yes,
ShockWrestling.
Ace versus Jab at Dragon Dynasty. Echo throwing Ramon back into the ring. Hey,
Tag.
all these competitors have a chance to appear at Dragon Dynasty.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're going to be walking the world champion to the ring. All the green guys.
Echo with
Wow.
a miss. Green Kane getting rolled over by Echo now. Stomp to the leg there. Got to keep the big man down.
I just think it's funny how, the Jobbers Union kind of took it on themselves and is projecting this whole faction war angle to me, and the world champion.
They do seem to be irking and bothering you like the BWI to myself.
They want it so bad, and I'm not going to give them the rub. I'm not going to let them compare themselves to us. They're not our equals. We know this. The Click, multiple champions on the Strike brand right now. And, I mean, we all saw how Animus won his championship. Wasn't how I won mine.
It's a
just
valid
saying.
point, Mikhail, as Echo climbs up to the second rope.
Yeah,
going for that kick on Kane, moving out of the way.
Get out of my house, that said Green Kane. Bad
I'll
habit.
huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow this house down.
Bad habit is just kind of watching along from the sides. Bit of a Christmas attire going on there. I didn't tell him to wear that. He kind of spray painted the green on himself. I'm a little bit worried about that people are going to see Bad Habit kind of just like spray painted the Click shit on his attire backstage and think like, oh, I could just do that and join the Click. And, I mean, we've been having a little bit of a problem with that lately. Not everybody can
FN,
join the
of
Click.
course. FN wants to join the Click.
I don't know where that came from.
Dropping Kane. Or Kane dropping Echo, my apologies.
Kane.
Grabbing MP4 Kid, throwing him
Bring it in.
onto Echo.
The Divix Kid.
MP4 Kid did not know what just happened there.
Yeah,
He's a little dazed and confused in the corner.
Knocked through a loop. Was the HD DVD Kid.
Stomped to the chest of Echo, trying to resist though. Will Andres Echo
why is Ramon
survive
being a manager
tonight?
now? Get up there, yeah. Wait for the tag.
You got a little motley crew of competitors here in your new rendition of the expanded Click.
Yeah, the expanded Click, and once you're Click for life. But I mean, we got our current rendition. We're always adding new people who I approve of. Not just FN who's like, oh, you beat me, I want to be your friend now. Same thing that happened with Animus. Told him to stop trying to be my friend.
On DVD Kid, taking down Green Kane now. Oh!
Yeah,
I'm impressed by the quick moves here.
I mean, he's
by
fucking
MP4 Kid.
4'9". What do you expect? He probably moves like a little kid.
Zoom.
DDT there by the Greenster, the big green machine. Hell's favorite greenman.
Missing the leg drop, though. MP4 Kid going for the big punch onto Kane now.
They were the same height when Green Kane was on his knees.
That's a good point.
Look at that.
Now the Click has two giant members. They have Slime Theory as well as Green Kane. Oh my God, getting picked up by the MP4 Kid!
I mean, hell yeah! What? Wait, what? What the fuck happened there? I thought he got out of it. Ramon making the save.
Chaos erupting on Friday Night Strike tonight.
Is there anybody at ringside right now, aside from the referee, not wearing a mask? No. Frogman is wearing a mask. Never mind.
Kick to the leg, dropping Green Kane down into another cover. Two.
What?
Wow. The Jobbers Union beating the expanded DLC of the Click. The DLC Kid with the pin.
We're having as much luck with our DLC as WWE 2K24 apparently.
Ha! Good one, Mikhail.
Yeah. Must have downloaded that fucking Pat McAfee pack. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, we did get Green Kane as soon as AJ Hawk became available in the game, so I might have to look into that. I'll have our analytics team.
Oh my God.
See, I don't know.
As we move on here on Friday Night Strike, it's time for some BWI action against the newest competitor here on Friday Night Strike. This is kind of a fun matchup because both these competitors just earlier on this year were both on Monday Night Raw. Tonight we have a very special match, Perkin versus the prized fighter Warp.
Interesting. I'm happy to see Warp finally here on Strike. I haven't been the biggest fan of Warp in the past, but it's the BWI, man. We need all the help we can get against them. Let's get them off the show.
I completely agree with you. There's a long history between Warp and myself over the past year as the Shock Tag Team Champions. Codebreaker and Perkin make their way down tonight with Davo, which I've yet to see Perkin necessarily say Davo edition of the BWI, but Codebreaker, of course, has been part of the Davo edition of the BWI.
Codebreaker
the Brotherhood,
get this fucking tall.
He's always been that freaking tall.
Jesus.
He's been the tallest member of the BWI since he's joined.
And he, never wrestles.
Listen, that's a BWI Brotherhood issue.
Yeah, I guess.
Not an us issue.
Perkin's small as shit.
These two competitors, though, Perkin, veteran, Codebreaker, still within his first year here at ShockWrestling. I think they've been quite the tag team so far within the ShockWrestling universe.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just feel like sometimes that early success, like I was saying earlier, comes back to haunt you because those first couple losses you experience can be supremely disappointing when you look at yourself as that untouchable, undefeated guy on the roster with only a few matches under your belt. That's all I'm saying. It's a trial and error process, and you can't just promise yourself it's going to be a victory every time.
As the prize fighter Warp makes his way down with Bare Bones Bill. That's right, we have quite an expanded roster. We were joking about the expanded clique, but this is quite a Strike matchup.
Yeah.
I want to expect to see all these competitors on Friday Night Strike.
Well, I mean, we had the trade deadline come to an end last week, so we picked up a bunch of new competitors. Of course, Warp and Perkin being among them, right?
Among us?
Among us, yeah. Sorry for being sus there for a second.
Well, Perkin was traded earlier this year.
I forgot about that. That's why I corrected myself.
Warp and Jaden skedaddled over here together. Yeah, we did it. You did it. Good job, Mikhail.
Thanks.
Listen, man, I'm proud of you, bud.
I'm trying. You'll be even more proud of me when the night's over.
Yes, the main event, Animus versus Mikhail for the Global Championship here at ShockWrestling. Warp going down, though. Perkin yanking him away from the ropes.
And Perkin,
Warp and I's history. Go ahead, Mikhail. Talk more about Perkin. You always got to talk about how beefy Perkin is.
I'm just going to say, he's looking pretty beefy, but short. You know what I mean? You ever see those wrestlers and you're like, wow, that guy's looks like a guy that would be like the
cover here by Warp.
Old school wrestler, and then you see he's 5'1", and you're like, oh, okay. See you in micro championship wrestling. Lock up here.
Warp here. Warp and I have had quite the history over the past year at ShockWrestling, or I guess over the past 2 years at ShockWrestling. We, of course, have faced off before. He's put me through a table. He's part of the long list of people who've thrown JVH through a table.
Yeah, that one was
joined
pretty
the
funny.
Anti-Bulliers. Himself and Jaden creating the faction of, or the team of the Anti-Bulliers, trying to stop my bullying. And I believe may have been successful.
We'll apologize for the bullying. Say it right now.
I did, earlier this year. That arc's over.
It's a big
Warp landing right on his ass.
It's a big week for wrestling YouTubers and apologies. I suggest you get it done and over with right now.
Listen, it's not my time yet, Mikhail, as Warp pins Perkin down onto the ground outside of the ring. What a matchup between these two competitors. Not
Big
really
splash.
having an opportunity to face each other over the past few months at ShockWrestling.
They've been on different brands.
Yes, thank you.
But now, together under one roof, It's like Full House, if you think about it in a way.
Everywhere you look.
Dude, imagine a Full House,
Rolling
but it's
away.
British people. Yikes.
Wow, 2 weeks in a row, Mikhail and myself now making old sitcom references.
Well, that was on
Let's see if we can keep the train going.
that was on
Yeah, it was on
F.
Triple F.
Stone Cold and Gene Simmons.
Yeah, did you guys see Triple F?
You guys better.
Anybody wants Triple F?
Everybody, go check out Triple F's one-shot pay-per-view, the next big thing from last Wednesday under the live stream section on our channel. You're not going to want to miss it. Big things happening.
Whoa!
Wait, where did that chair come
Mikhail,
from?
BWI not only getting rid of the turnbuckle to distract the ref, they tried sneaking in a chair. Now, I didn't see if that was Codebreaker or Davo, but the shenanigans continue on Friday Night Strike as Warp hits the stunner. 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean,
My prize fighter has done it here tonight, Mikhail.
taking out Perkin. I mean, on the Triple F pay-per-view, we did see Team Angle was interested in having a sit-down conversation with the BWI. It didn't pan out like they wanted to. Chopper and Davo and Rob attacked Kurt Angle, Charlie Haas, and Shelton Benjamin backstage and ended up on the victorious end of that confrontation. We'll have to see what happens if Triple F ever returns. But, I mean...
As we move on here on Friday Night Strike, it's time for what I yelled at about Raven interrupting our subscriber plug earlier on in the episode. Just trying to thank everybody for watching. And very rudely, he interrupted me. So I said, I'm sick of your whining, Raven. Tonight, Nova versus Raven. And that's coming up right now.
And I just... Dude... It's so typical. What is Jaden doing out here?
That's right, Mikhail! We have a special guest referee in tonight's matchup. Team Jaden in full is here. You might be like, what do you mean in full? I'm Team Jaden, Mikhail. Come on, man.
You're Team Jaden, so you're happy.
I brought him over.
You caused this.
I think it's pretty funny that Jaden and Warp have joined the likes of Friday Night Strike, and I'm glad to have them here. I knew that Jaden would be the one to become the new face once he is healed here on Friday Night Strike.
You think Jaden's going to become the new face?
Listen, he's going to not only take down the BWI, but he will eventually become a global champion on Friday Night Strike.
Well, he helped Animus, so there's that.
He did.
I mean, I wouldn't like
It's
him
all
that
part of
much.
the plan, as Andre stated last week.
Yeah, I heard.
Travell Nova making his first ever appearance on Friday Night Strike last week, moving over here in the trade. Old Ben and Nova seem to have broken up back at Tidal Wave, and now they're separated.
Yes, they went their separate ways like Journey. And
someday, Jaden will find you.
Shout out Tron
then
Legacy.
JVH will send Raven after you. I guess it's more of
Nova.
me.
Yeah, you sent Nova
being
after
annoyed.
Jaden, or
yes,
Raven.
I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with Raven. Listen, I'm sick of him. He lost. He's been complaining to me about it. I'm like, you're the one who lost.
Crybaby Raven is nothing new here on Strike. I can tell you that much, JVH. I've been dealing with it all year. I beat him, I put him away, and I have had to deal with him on an almost regular basis.
Exactly.
Since Mayhem.
It's fall now, Mikhail.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear the Raven crowing in my ear that he needs to fly south for the winter.
Yeah, he needs to fly south down to AEW in Florida. new year for the Raven.
The Raven is here. Now, to be fair to the Raven, it is kind of a jerk move that I did have Jaden come out in this matchup. But I do find it funny.
It's a jerk move to interrupt us while we're asking people to subscribe to the channel. Well, the Raven does
Exactly.
commentary on it, and you know Raven's going to work and being like, oh, guys, my YouTube channel's got 1,000 subscribers. But you're interrupting our subscriber plug. Do you see how counterproductive that is? You're not helping.
Raven making his way down. This is why Travell Nova needs to give Raven a whooping here tonight.
Yeah, teach him a
Interrupt
lesson.
our subscribe plug at the beginning of the show. The disrespect.
Look, and Raven and I do have our differences, but Nova and I have our differences as well. As fans from back in the day will know, but he's been here grinding it out, trying to support the brand the entire time. He's represented us as a world champion. He's represented us in all of these different ways. And what's the Raven do? Interrupt our plug to get new subscribers. How disrespectful to JVH is that, folks? Just
But
makes you angry.
Jaden will count this match fair. We know that the Raven has a lot of dislike for Jaden, but Jaden is a fair man.
I mean,
he's an honest man.
No, he wasn't. He
won.
Helped the Raven lose.
He was asked, and sometimes you can only handle so much before you crack and decide to help what you think is the greater good. Which in that case was Animus winning the global championship from Beacon.
I can't believe that you are defending the actions of these people. I'm a little
defending the Jaden side of the action.
I can't.
I'm not necessarily a big fan of everything Andre and Animus have done.
I can't respect any of it because I won my championship fair and square, and ever since we have not seen a single clean world championship title change on the Strike brand. And I think that that's fucked up that I was the last person to win a championship clean. How ridiculous is that?
Nova tying up the leg of Raven here tonight, going for another cover. One, two.
That should have been
shoulder up by the Raven. Stomp to the back, though, keeping the bird down. If you let him not get the upper hand and not get up to the ropes, he can't fly. You're basically clipping his wings by keeping him down on the mat.
Well,
Jaden's dancing now.
Folks, there's a chance we see 2 wings get clipped tonight.
That's a good point. Tying up Raven against the ropes. Nova knows how to use them. Big kicks, big combo here by Nova.
I thought I was done dealing with the wings.
Look at these quick takedowns.
Nova knows what he's doing. He's here to leave an impression in his first couple weeks on Strike. I mean, if you know, you know. Nova's one of the goats around here.
Slow down! That is weight!
7. Okay.
8. Okay, jeez Louise. Not with Jaden! Okay.
Nice! Yeah, let's go!
Jaden counting fair and square here tonight on Friday Night Strike.
What a humiliating...
Nova with the win against Raven.
What a humiliating loss for the Raven. He was buried in that match.
You got to be careful about that count out. Listen, Mikhail.
Back to square one.
Dangerous territories when you try squaring up with Johnny Von Hollywood.
Yeah.
Trying to promote Friday Night Strike. I'm sick of it.
I'm sure you thought that was as fair as Jaden getting involved in the Eliminator match that he didn't qualify for to help somebody win the world title. But
what the ref says
I digress.
Goes.
Yeah. Well, as we know in pro wrestling.
On tonight, land of opportunity here. Well, we keep talking about the wings seemingly getting their wings clipped.
You're kind of making me hungry.
We do have the Wings here tonight taking on the Real Machines, but the Wings have a very special competitor on their side.
Which is?
The Real Machines, though. We'll see him when he walks out a little later on. As the Guard and Justin Thunder make their way down tonight. Not a fan of these guys, Mikhail.
Why not? He's got... Justin Thunder is representing your brand. He's got the Shockwave logo on his pants.
You'd think I would be a fan of these guys, but the Guard just... I can't get over it. Breaking up the Mean Machine.
Dude, what a great ambulance match we saw on Monday Night Raw a few weeks back when we were on commentary, though. The Guard and Paz settling their feud in one last confrontation. And the Guard sent Paz packing in the paddy wagon. He's out of here. I don't know if we've seen Paz since, or if he's still in the hospital. I don't know what he went to the hospital for. But, I mean, whoa! Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. We got Thrawn out here.
Thrawn, of course, has been accompanying the Real Machines to the ring over the past few months here at Shock Wrestling. We even saw him accompany Justin Thunder in round 1 of Proving Grounds.
Which I thought was
Thrawn
a little weird
taking
to see Thrawn there.
Taking a step back from the wrestling universe and taking more of a managerial role, still with the chance to collect all the titles across the Shock Wrestling universe. Not only does he feel like he is a collector of these artifacts, but now, as a manager, he feels he is a collector of competitors and of teams. He believes he can make these guys the greatest tag team in Shock Wrestling.
Well, some may say that Thrawn's actual plan may be, some sort of preparation for a potential Yuzhan Vong invasion of Shock Wrestling. We don't know. That's more of a conspiracy theory. But if you ask me if that's what he's really planning, I think that the Real Machines might be a good team to start with.
Look who's here!
God damn it.
A man who's faced Thrawn plenty times before, your blockbuster world champion, Indiana Jones.
Dr. Jones
is here tonight.
Here. It looks like he's got some new digs. New jacket with weird shoulder pads on it like he's from Star Wars.
He will be joining the Wings in tonight's matchup against the Real Machines. A lot of tag team action tonight on Friday Night Strike. Folks, if you like tag team action, check out Monday Night Call as well as Friday Night Strike. Over the past few weeks, we've had quite a few tag team matchups.
There's something we're not addressing here. You said the Wings? Who?
Yes. That's a good question, McKeel. I guess we'll have to see when they make their way down, as the Wings seemingly have fallen apart. Rod Kipp, of course, moved over to Monday Night Caw.
Yeah, he was in the Everyman.
That was, of course, the Nest members. It was written in the script as the Wings. I
just checked as well that I can confirm what John Von Hollywood just said. It does say the Wings in the script.
So this was the new leftover wings, I guess, if you want to call them that.
Yeah, the cold wings.
Ones that Mikhail's gonna leave in the middle of the match to throw in the air fryer.
Yeah, I wish I had some wings to throw in the air fryer. But yeah, we're waiting here for one of the. Wait, okay.
Oh, there they are.
Well, that makes sense. It's Everyman.
All right. It's Tenaciously in the Everyman. Yep, Rod Kipp moved over to Monday Night Caw. Of course, Animus is evil. He sucks.
Yeah.
Our global champion. Betrayer
Our
of the
global
Nest
champion
and the
does
Wings.
suck, much like David Arquette sucked as WCW champion. That's why I call him Arquettimus. They're throwing up the click symbol.
Listen. The game only has so many tag team entrances.
Oh boy, don't I know it. Yeah.
You got any more complaints about the game tonight, Mikhail?
I've been playing. I was playing it earlier today. My universe mode keeps deleting matches when I have pay-per-views set up, and then I decide to go to bed before I finish playing through the pay-per-view.
My community creations keeps saying every time there's an update, I click on it and it says one or more of your favorite creators have been removed.
Damn.
And it's always the people that I need to be favorited.
What's the status?
No.
Well,
Ace. Rob. Look at this, though. Tag Team Chaos erupting here tonight. Will the Nest with Indiana Jones be able to prove themselves against the Real Machines and Grand Admiral Thrawn?
And this is going to be an interesting
the Admiral
matchup.
Of nothing.
Chaos erupting here. It seems like this is free-for-all rules. I thought the match earlier was going to be no DQ, but it seems like this might be. Yeah, Thrawn going under the ring. It's no DQ, but the guard might make that a little bit pointless.
Oh my God.
Thrawn.
Smashing the light tube against him. I like this. The former blockbusters going after each other on the outside of the ring, throwing Indy back in as the guard grabbing the football. Let's see if he knows how to throw it.
Yeah, let's see. This might be the first time I see the football in action. Oh, bro.
Wow. That was fucking abysmal.
Tom Brady himself couldn't have done it better.
That yanked me out of the Shock Wrestling universe
Wrestling is
quicker than
fake!
Jim Pickens.
Damn, Indiana Jones knows he's been had.
Thrawn taking down Lee. Guard going after the Everyman now. Thrawn going after Everyman as well. Somebody grabbing a table. I didn't see if that was Indy. Oh, hitting Justin Thunder with the door.
Indiana Jones and the Forbidden Door here on Strike, folks. Delayed suplex.
That would be a better name than the Big Circle.
Dude, imagine they make
the
that
Great
movie.
Circle, I'm sorry.
Imagine
Indiana Jones and the Forbidden Door.
Indiana Jones and the Forbidden Door, and he meets Han Solo or some shit in it.
Oh my God. This is Chewie. What the hell is that thing?
What the hell is an
Tenaciously
Ahsoka
tied
Tano?
up by Thrawn.
Whoa,
Rolling
whoa,
away
whoa!
here.
Lee has the shoulders of Thrawn down.
That was a cool move by Tenaciously tonight.
Uh-oh, and Thrawn's got him by the back of the neck, taking him down. So much happening in the match, folks. Indiana Jones taking on the guard. Cover.
Covering the guard. Justin Thunder quick to stop it, though.
Fireman's
Not letting it
carry
happen here tonight.
by Lee. And cover here. 2. I'm very interested to see where this new combination of Everyman and Lee end up. I think that potentially, I know we thought the Everyman, they did a lot in their short time together, but I do think that this is a fresh start for Everyman and Lee. I think we could see them become an even stronger team down the line. Cover here by Everyman. 3, and that's it!
Everyman taking down Justin Thunder of the Real Machines here tonight with the help of Indiana Jones. The Nest seemed to have survived the trade deadline. I agree with you, Mikhail. Tenaciously and Everyman look like the perfect opportunists here on Friday Night Strike.
A bright future for the remnants of the Nest here on Strike seems to be all but certain.
As we move on, breaking news from Andre. No reaction to that? All right.
Wait,
breaking news from Andre.
What does he have to say? I didn't know
The
what.
carrot.
What am I reacting
Listen to me. Listen to me. The carrot. This is an official, like it's in a handwritten note with special cursive.
Yeah, I can
The
see it.
carrot refused to acknowledge Animus as his master of the Jobbers Union. Of course, we saw earlier tonight the MP4 kid did. Because of that, Andre is going to be fighting the carrot. So, I guess the carrot's out of the Jobbers Union officially. It was a short run with them. But Andre's sick of him, and I completely agree with the carrot. Animus should not be the master of the Jobbers Union. And I'm glad that Carrot's making a stand.
I had that green cane mask made for the carrot to invite him to join the clique, and by time it was ready, he joined the Jobbers Union, and now he's out! God damn it. Fuck! And green cane sucks!
Well, the carrot is here, ready to take on former leader of the Jobbers Union, Andre. Of his former Carrot formerly in it. It's a Mayhem 2 rematch, actually. This is pretty fun. I forgot.
I like the Carrot, too. I'm glad that he's getting an opportunity here against his former master, the former world champion, Andre. And what is
Andre
this?
pinning Robert, making his plans, making everything from this past year known. You know what, Mikhail? Shut up for a minute, and we'll just let the replay in the corner play.
I want to tell you a story. So Animus and I created a plan, and we would convince JVH for trading him to Strike. The plan, though, was to always take everything from the Raven. We waited for the exact, perfect time it would be to go after everything.
All right, so with that being said, once again, the point of Animus and Andre's whole plan, it seemed to have worked out in their favor. Animus did become the global champion. Them asking Jaden for a favor was pretty easy. I could see how Carrot feels like things were subverted. He thought joining the Jobbers Union might be a good path for him, but very clearly it was all along the goal of Andre and Animus to create whatever this is.
And I mean, I can't disagree with the fact that it was easy to get Jaden to do something. Have you seen his filmography?
Throwing Andre down onto the mat.
He's been in some fucking stinkers. Dude, I don't know about you. I used to act in people's short films in college. Sometimes I'd get handed those scripts. I'd go home and get drunk. I couldn't believe the shit I was reading. Jaden be like, yeah, I do it.
People like that as well.
I was the William Shatner of my state university, doing whatever piece of shit somebody handed to me because I said I would do it at a party.
All right, it seems that Andre is down
8,
for the count here tonight.
9.
Oh, I
No!
thought Carrot started counting with him. Andre
God.
getting back up, trying to put Andre away tonight.
And Andre paying tribute to luchador legend La Parka, it seems tonight. He's La Parquita.
For Andre being the one to hand me the note and the complaint to have this match, not really putting in the work here.
Yeah, I mean,
tonight.
he wrote it in crayon and shit, too. I could see that it's the double-spaced notepad paper that you give to a little kid that's practicing handwriting. Wow.
Tying up Carrot, though, with the sleeper, able to break away from it. Andre's ready for spooky season, very clearly. Of course, you know, Animus is known as the goth one.
Yeah, or he likes
feel
people
like
to call
why
him
they
that.
got I feel like that's why they got all their, they got all their black T-shirts now over in the Jobbers Union, as we saw earlier tonight.
I kind of object to Animus referring to himself as the goth one. I was always under the impression the rule with nicknames is you don't get to pick your own.
Nice.
Big spear.
Taking Andre down outside of the ring. If he could just keep Andre down.
He's got Jimmy Hart's megaphone.
Slamming on. Ah! My ears!
The crowd heard that one, folks.
Andre cannot like that because it affects his music making skills when he has those high tones squeal in his ears.
Funny story.
Can't have that. Don't want to give yourself tinnitus.
Funny story about a megaphone at a wrestling show. One time I was at an indie show and a guy was trying to cut a promo, but the microphone wouldn't work, and there was a guy in the crowd yelling stuff through a megaphone, and the wrestler grabbed the guy's megaphone and got back in the ring and finished the promo.
Andre!
Oh!
With the crossroads on the outside of the ring! That came out of nowhere.
Crossroads out of nowhere from the
I
former
apologize, folks.
World Championship shyster Andre, and another crossroads. He can't put him down with just one.
This is insane. Andre trying to give a match of the year contender just before the main event of Mikhail versus Animus for the Global Championship. This is your last opportunity now,
You think this is
Mikhail,
a match
before
of the
you
year
go out.
contender? What? Wait.
I
sorry.
said he's trying.
What would you?
Well, they lost. Unbelievable.
By count out.
Carrot getting counted out to Andre. 2 crossroads taking Carrot down on the outside of the ring here tonight.
Unbelievable.
The Jobbers Union continuing to do what they do best and annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah. Well, JVH, without further ado, I'm going to go save your company.
Good luck in tonight's matchup, Mikhail. I wish you the best in your fight for the Global Championship. Well, as Mikhail makes his way down to the ring, last week we had, of course, the #1 contenders battle royale for the Global Championship. Now, I know Mikhail himself isn't too pleased with the goings-ons that happened amongst Animus and Andre themselves, but I do know that he is willing to fight and ready to go tonight in Friday Night Strike's main event. Animus, your Shockwave Global Champion, will be defending the title against Mikhail Ice Cold 3000 from the Click. Once again, last week he won the #1 Contenders Battle Royale match that Andre himself had announced at the beginning of last week's episode, which was a little chaotic. I don't know how often we're going to be dealing with Andre trying to cause more chaos like that on Friday Night Strike. But here he comes, your Triple F champion, Mikhail Ice Cold 3000, ready to go tonight. Of course, the prestige of the Triple F title has grown over this past year, but it eventually ended up back on Mikhail, taken away from Adam, taken away from what was the prophecy, and reigniting the love for Triple F. Just 2 Wednesdays ago, we had the Triple F special, the next big thing, pay-per-view live event on the channel. It was very fun, hosted by myself and Mikhail. Of course, we were playing 2003 SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. That's where Triple F originated, and that's where the lineage of the belt has been left off on Mikhail. Of course, Mikhail was the PWF manager as well. He was able to organize a special Elimination Chamber event at the Triple F special that Rodkip won, and now he gets the chance to go after Mooch for the PWF World Championship at Dragon Dynasty. Dragon Dynasty is going to be a huge next pay-per-view event as your Shockwave Global Champion makes his way out here tonight. Animus. The big betrayal, as some have called it, by Animus towards the Raven shocked the world. Another moment that shocked the world was the fact that Jaden got himself involved. He wasn't even a part of the Elimination Gauntlet matchup at Tidal Wave, but got himself involved and attacked the Raven. Some saying, wow, this audience hyped up for your new Shockwave Global Champion Animus making his way down tonight. Of course, the Global Championship was the Shockwave World Championship merged with the Infinity Gauntlet. That was the chaos of Friday Night Strike Summer, with Beacon holding not only the power of the Infinity Gauntlet, but the Shockwave World Championship, creating a new era for Friday Night Strike. Your Global Champion Animus is here. Now, I have to be honest with the audience here tonight, folks. I hope Mikhail wins. I would be very pleased if Mikhail, this nicer, probably a little more calm and relaxed version of Mikhail, became your new Shockwave Global Champion, taking the belt off of the liar and betrayer Animus. That'd be nice. I would really enjoy that. Let's see what they've got in them tonight. Both of these competitors are great competitors, have been around the ShockWrestling universe for quite a while, both holding world championships and global championships alike here at ShockWrestling. Will the global champion be able to continue his reign tonight against Mikhail Ice Cold 3000? Or will the Click's leader be able to take down the leader of the Jobbers Union? Let's hope so, as the Heartbreak Click himself gets ready for tonight's match. Now, my money is on Mikhail. I guess I have already stated, I hope he wins. I believe that he hasn't necessarily been in the ring with Animus all too often here recently, of course. We were all a part of the Cluck together. The Cluck, the force that was able to actually beat down Beacon finally. Here we go. Mikhail Ice Cold versus Animus. Let's see who we got tonight as Mikhail gets the first hit in against your global champion. The quick suplex there onto him. Starting off nice and easy. Not necessarily quick moves, but going for some heavy attacks here. Mikhail taking down Animus. Going right after the arm now. Mikhail is ready for that global champion status here on Friday Night Strike. Taking him down again. Quick moves by Mikhail onto your global champion Animus. Some kicks to the ribs there and then a quick punch straight into a pin. Mikhail wants to get this over with. Only a 2 count though. Animus with a kick out. Keeping Animus down. A good strategy tonight here by Mikhail. Animus rolling away though. Quick clothesline. That's what I'm talking about. The icebreaker. Trying to, no, unable to do it. Animus throwing Mikhail over the ropes, sending him to the outside of the ring. Immediately grabbing to the back of Mikhail, sending him outside of the ring again. Animus saying this is his territory. Stay out of here. The global champion Animus has made his presence known across the Kayfabe channel on our Discord server. If you'd like to join, the link is down below. The ShockWrestling Discord. Sometimes the competitors will erupt in the Kayfabe chat in arguments, such as Animus saying that he is the #1 champion across the ShockWrestling universe. Animus throwing Mikhail back into the ring now. 5 count on the outside. Both competitors back in the ring as the action continues here in our main event for Friday Night Strike. A cover by Animus, only a 1 count though. This has been a fair matchup between the two competitors. Of course, both of these leaders of their own factions. Animus leading the Jobbers Union, creating the grand plan with Andre. And of course, Mikhail with the now expanded DLC clique. Mikhail climbing up to the top rope now. Leg drop onto Animus. Some fists to the face here tonight. Is it time for Mikhail to become the new global champion here on Friday Night Strike? In my honest opinion, it could be. I would not mind seeing Mikhail, my co-commentator, my good friend, become the new global champion on Shockwave. Uh-oh. Animus taking him down, though, with a neck breaker. Animus back and forth on the ropes. Knee to the face of Mikhail. You can't make that face too ugly. He's got a lot of shows he's got to appear in coming up, showing his face as Animus climbs up top. Will we see him fly? What the sunset flip? I don't know if that's right or not. As the swing by Animus, throwing him into the ropes. Mikhail taking him down, though. Good recovery after that great flip by Animus. It's going to take a lot more than those kicks and quick jabs by Mikhail to put down the global champion Animus in our main event. Global championship on the line. Will the Ice Break Kid be able to take down Animus? No recovery here. Quick kick by Animus. Grabbing onto Mikhail now. Oh, right to the gut. Cover by Animus. 1, 2, 3. No! Mikhail able to kick out. Good job, Mikhail. You got this, buddy. I know you can take down the betrayer Animus. The broken wing himself. Mikhail dragging Animus over to the ropes. Is he going to send him flying outside like Animus did to himself earlier? No, tying his arm around the rope. That could not have felt good for the wing of Animus. Back and forth here by the competitors. Mikhail with another takedown. Mooch sign in the crowd. Mikhail climbing up top, showing the broken wing that he can fly too. With the leg drop. 1, 2, 3. No! No new global champion here on Friday Night Strike. Recovery kick by Animus. Himself with his own knee drop to the face of Mikhail. What a wild main event. Come on, Mikhail. Neck breaker into a cover. Could that be it for the broken wing? No! He kicks out once again here in our main event. Super kick! Out of nowhere, Animus set that up and sent Mikhail down. No! Unable to do it again. Mikhail immediately reaching for the rope and pulling himself up. Going for a quick move. Unable to get the grip on the broken wing, Animus. Throwing Mikhail outside of the ring. He needed that moment to get rid of him. Picking him back up now. What's he got here? Fighting outside of the ring, sending him down the ramp. Oh, wait! Oh my God, Echo! Echo's making his way down from the Jobbers Union as another knee drop to the face of Mikhail. Oh, FN with a chair! FN with a steel chair! Going after Echo! Was Echo sent out here to attack Mikhail? Was that the plan all along? FN stopping him though with an elbow drop onto Echo. Beating up the Jobbers Union's Echoes. There you go. FN really brutalizing him. FN does not like the Jobbers Union going after Mikhail. Animus upset the plan. Didn't seem to work as FN got involved. Now he's sending Mikhail back into the ring. No, hitting him. Yes, sending him back into the ring. Mikhail getting the recovery though and sending Animus himself back into the ring. Could this be what Mikhail needed? No, Animus getting out of it and sending Mikhail down. Was that distraction too much? Uh-oh. Curb stomp onto the face of Mikhail with a cover. 2, 3. Too much went on there for the head of Mikhail. Mikhail, of course, not the fan of FN, but FN claiming that he wants to be a part of the new clique. Total distraction, maybe a plan by Animus and Echo to try to take Mikhail down tonight. It did not come to fruition with the save from FN. Your global champion, Animus, retains here on Friday Night Strike's main event. Thank you all for joining us for this week's edition of Friday Night Strike. Don't forget to tune in next week in the build-up to Dragon Dynasty, the next Shock Wrestling pay-per-view event, September 29th, Sunday. It's going to be huge. It's going to have a lot of titles on the line. I can't wait. Folks, please continue to join us in the leaks leading up to it on Monday Night Call and Friday Night Strike. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next week. Good night, everybody.